is my attempt to show you some of the things I have worked out in Metabrush and some I'm still trying to work out. If I had a GoPro camera mounted to my hat or shirt or something, it would look better, but hopefully we'll all be able to see. So let's go. And I'm doing this with crappy fingernails, but that's okay. So I will start with this. I'm going to open a white 5x4, and I'm going to open another one, and I'm going to open a 4x5 and another one, because I made a little album of things to use for this demo. So let me adjust the camera a little bit. Sorry about this. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to go do is pick a background color, and I'm going to go up to this gold. Okay. So that is going to fill this whole color in. To do that, I go over to this layers button and I hit the fill paint can button. Now everything's gold, and I close that. Now I'm going to select an image that's going to be sort of brought out by all the different effects and the brushes. So I go to this photo album icon, and I kind of made a little Metabrush trials. And I'm going to choose this barn picture. Now you see it doesn't come up. It's going to be what emerges. Then I'm going to pick a brush, and I'm going to stick with a pretty conventional watercolor brush. Watercolor, I call it number 4 single. This here does all of the brush settings, and for purposes of this, and you can see how they kind of change in there, I'm going to put everything more or less in the middle for no particular reason except I'm putting it in the middle. Okay, now I close, I close that. All right, now what colors am I going to use in that brush? Almost like I look at it like you're dabbing a paintbrush into a palette and picking up whatever's around. So I'm going to select this kind of multicolored look. Then you go up to these paint brushes. Now this is what happens. When you hit paint, I'm getting a specific kind of gold, and I believe it's that color right there. But if I hit artist, I'm going to start picking up what I think is the sky of the picture, because I'm coming down here and you can see a little bit of the barn. There you go, there's the barn. Go over to shatter, and again, you're gonna get, I don't actually see the difference between artist and shatter. There probably is, but I don't see it. Now I'm gonna go to stamped. Stamped usually gives you a kind of wavy, mottled look. When I tried this before I made the video, what I didn't like is it just seemed to bring up the photograph. But we'll leave that for now, and then we'll try edged. And I'm not quite sure what edge does for me. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to go back and I'm going to take a completely different brush. And I'm going to take one that's kind of cuckoo. the paisley because it might show up better. And I'm leaving the barn picture. And I'm going to maybe select a different color. Something really bright, okay. And I'm going to see what happens. Oh, edged. Oops. Mistake, mistake, mistake. I wanted to do stamp. Okay, here's how you get rid of mistakes. One of my favorite things. Ba-doop, ba-doop, ba-doop. Yay. It never happened. Okay. Now I'm stamping the barn. And I'm using that funky bright color. And I'm getting that paisley look. And I have a nice barn for growing marijuana. Okay, now I'm going to get rid of the paisley and I'm going to try yet another brush. And I'll make this explode. And that's probably a little more, I don't want to say natural, but a little different. I'm going to pick a different color family, palette. I'm gonna take this bright yellow here, and I'm mixing it in. Okay. Now I'm gonna leave that for now. Okay. So now I'm going to add. This is the most confusing thing of everything. PixArt has this exact setup. It looks just like this, or very much like this. I never could get the hang of it. All right, I'm going to add another layer. I know that if you do this, you turn off that layer, now you're dealing with this layer. I'm going to take some birds. And then I'm going to stamp the birds. Whoops, what's going on? Whoop, whoop, whoop. Not working. I'm going to go to paint. Not working. Now, I have to say, see, I didn't understand. What did I turn off? I turned off that layer. Oh, I didn't turn that one on. Okay, now we've all learned something, okay? Badoo, badoo, there's the birds. Okay. The birds are that color, so let's see what happens. Yeah, the birds are this color. Ooh, beaucoup birds. Now we open this, turn that layer back on. Whoa, all the birds are on top of the barn. Hold on to that. Now the birds are behind the barn. Now to me, if I highlight that, I think if I do this, wait, what? Okay, there's taking opacity up. So we have, now if I take them down, see, there's the opacity. All right, okay. So if you do this, I have 2 layers of these. For what purpose, I don't know. If I do this and I do that, that takes that away. For what purpose, I don't know. If I do this, I just did that. Well, I'm going to move this up here, and I'm going to turn this one on and work with this layer. And I'm going to get completely different big old crow. And I'm going to paint it black. I want to paint it black. Paint it black. Okay. Now, big old crow. Yeah, baby. Oh, yeah. Okay. So that crow's there. It's in front of this. But if I move this up, no crow. But if I turn this on and move the opacity down, am I going to see that big old crow? No. I don't know why I don't see this crow. Turn this off. Where's the crow? Is the crow here? I don't know. Now I'm all confused. Am I confusing you? What happened to the crow? I better make this crow green. All right, now let's go back. Turn all this on. Okay, that's if everything's on. But if I turn this off, and I turn this off, I just have yellow crows. And if I do this, and I turn that up, I have that bright picture, but I can't see the crows. And I don't know why I can't see the crows. Like, why? If I do this, maybe I'll see the, yeah, I did. So I put the crows in front, and that's how I could see it. Yeehaw. Okay. Now, I believe if I turn all this on, turn it back on, turn it back on. Now, I don't know why. Okay, you can only have one highlighted. So when I hit merge, I don't know what makes two pictures merge. Which two pictures are going to merge, which I think flattens it. The one on top with the one underneath. I guess I should revisit that. Okay, now let's look at what this does for you. I'll go back to that so you can see what I did. If you hit this sort of empty square, oh, I hit it. I hit that. Okay. You get this, the picture. So look, you can do like, you can manipulate it. I believe they call that transform. We are transforming this picture. Woo. Okay, so turn it upside down. Now, if I hit this, and I get the barn again, I can still manipulate it, but to what end? Like, what does this do for me? I have these two pictures. Oh, okay, so I go back here. It works in the layer. And now I'm going to move this. Why can't I move it? I don't seem to be able to move it. Oh, here we go. So we have the upside down picture, and now I'm going to merge it for some reason and see what happens. I don't know what the hell happened, but I still have an active yellow crow. So that's that part. That's part one. I'm going to do part two.